Heredity and Evolution. In this chapter, we will study about the Mendel's work as well as we will study about the evolutionary changes. So to link that, we have to study Mendel's work as well as we will study about the sex determination process as well as we will study about the evolution. When we are studying about the evolution, we have to do the study of fossil as well as evolution in different organism, and we can reach up to the evolution of human. So when we are talking about the Mendel's work, so Mendel was called as father of genetics. So first important part is that father of genetics was Richard John Mendel, and Mendel worked on garden pea that was called Pisum sativum. Now the question is, why Mendel selected only this plant, garden pea or Pisum sativum? Why not any other plant? Mendel selected this garden pea. The reason for that, sometimes very important question of 10th class, it has been asked. So garden pea or Pisum sativum is called as important plant selected by Mendel. The reason is that garden pea is having short lifespan. It is having various characters which can be easily detectable, and it can be grown 2-3 times in a year. That is why it has been selected by the Mendel. And even male and female characters easily distinguishable in this plant. So that plant have been selected by Mendel. Now when the Mendel selected this plant, Mendel divided the characters into dominant and recessive. Dominant and recessive form. So what are dominant characters and what are recessive characters? Dominant characters are those characters which are able to express themselves in the homozygous form as well as heterozygous form. Recessive characters are those characters which can express themselves only in the homozygous form. And one thing you should remember, dominant is always represented by capital letters and recessive is always represented by small letters. That is dominant and recessive. Similarly, if we are talking about homozygous and heterozygous, homozygous means both the alphabets are similar, and heterozygous means one alphabet is of dominant type and other one is of recessive type. In this way, heterozygous have been represented. So when we are talking about the dominant and recessive, on that basis, what other work Mendel has given? So on the basis of various characters, Mendel has given 2 crosses. One is called as monohybrid cross. In that Mendel took one contrasting trait, and other is called as dihybrid cross. So when we are talking about the crosses, these crosses are proving 3 laws of Mendel's, and there are 3 laws, Mendel's laws. I am telling what are the 3 laws of Mendel's. Mendel gave 3 laws on the basis of these crosses. First is law of dominance. Second is law of segregation. And third is law of independent assortment. So these 3 laws were there, and these 3 laws have been proved by 2 crosses of Mendel's. These 2 laws by monohybrid cross, and this law by dihybrid cross. So to understand these laws, we have to study the monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross.